I was in the United States Army, and that was for 8 years, and I was an ammunition specialist, which sounds fancy, but what it involved is storing and managing ammunitions and explosives, and then taking care of those that needed repair or needed to be destroyed. For my initial injury in the military, I sought assistance with that, but not till like 15 years later. But I did receive a little 10% for that, so that was nice. And there was some stress involved because of that injury, so I did receive some disability compensation for that stress as well. But then again, I tried to apply for some additional disability compensation, service connected, and I was denied very quickly. Like within a month, I received a letter and everything was denied. So it was very discouraging. I had been talking with my brother for quite a while. He was active duty as well, and previously, and he said, you need to not give up. And he said, a buddy of mine used Trajector. Why don't you give them a call? And I was at a point where I was very discouraged and I was disappointed with how I did not feel like I was being assisted very well by the VA themselves in this process. The introduction was wonderful. They really made me feel like I was important and that I deserved what I was asking for. And the whole process was smooth, and they gathered all the necessary medical evidence and information from me that they needed to be able to support my claims properly. I was so impressed. I was at 40%, and in 2021 is when I put in for additional claims and was denied immediately. I was very discouraged, and I was hoping that Trajector would be able to help with those claims, and they did. In fact, they added a few that I hadn't even thought of. And in just over 4 months, I've gone from 40% to 90%. I'm astounded, and I'm actually shocked because I never thought that I could be here where I'm at now. It's been wonderful. I'm very grateful. We decided we could buy a home, and so I'm tickled to death. Right now, we don't have a mortgage, and so in our current home, and so we have purchased a home, and I can actually pay that mortgage and have some left over with my VA benefits. It's been great. And again, I just didn't think that I don't want to say I don't feel like I was worthy, because I was worth the whole process, but I just didn't think that I was one that could get there. And first, when I approached Trajector and understood how they made their money, that was a bit of a, okay, so I can swallow that. And I don't think that that is too much to ask. It was an investment with Trajector, but the benefits have more than outweighed the investment. I would say that it's the discouragement and the VA disappointment that kept me back from moving forward and making the effort to make this happen, because they did back to back. I would say don't wait, because I waited 15, 20 years thinking that it wasn't worth my time because it was too much trouble, too much red tape. And don't wait. Just call Trajector, let them explain their process, and they're going to get you those benefits that you should have received that long ago.